let's learn about negative signs in fractions. So, from previous knowledge, we know that if they're the same sign, it will be positive. If they are different signs, it will be negative. We also know that an even number of negative signs would end up being positive, and a negative number of negative signs, an odd number of negative signs would end up giving us a negative number, and so on. So, let's see how we can use that information to solve these problems. On our first example, they want to know which of the following expressions are equivalent to negative 2 over negative 13. I have two negative signs. 2 is an even number. So on my answers, I need either two negative signs or an even number of negative signs. On A, I have two negative signs, so that one works. On B, I have two negative signs, so that one works as well, and I am finished. This one, I have one negative sign. 1 is an odd number, so on my answer, I need an odd number of negative signs as well. On A, I have one negative sign. That works. On B, I have two negative signs. That will not work because 2 is an even number and I'm looking for an odd number of negative signs. So the answer has to be A. I know it can't be C because C is saying none of the above. I can't say that it's A and then turn around and say, no, wait a minute, it's not A. That wouldn't work. On this one, I have 1, 2, 3 negative signs. 3 is an odd number. So on my answer, I need an odd number of negative signs. Here, I have two negatives. That's even, so I know that will not work. On B, they just gave me the answer too. But I don't have an odd number of negative signs, so I'm not even going to try to figure out if this would work. For future references, yes, 8 divided by 4 is 2, but it would have ended up being a negative 2, so that's why this one wouldn't work either. So this one, C, none of the above. Last one, I have two negative signs, so on my answer, I need to either have two negative signs or an even number of negative signs. On A, I have one negative, that will not work. On B, I have one negative, that will not work. So the answer has to be C, which is none of the above. And we are finished.